It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Gun.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Bengals had a woeful 3-12 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On second down, here's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
MT, take.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
12. Stop.
Burrow from his own end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They gotta go.
Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Henry again on 2nd down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
12.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Complete. It's Henry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Oh, he's got a... There he goes, left side. The 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The defenders.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Chubb on the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Davis now to return it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 2.
MT, hey! 11, MT, Tank. 11, Thomas. 11. Shot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 MT. Shot.
And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We gotta go score. Let's go. Shot.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow on the move to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 197 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
11.
Burrow on play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there,
Here we go.
and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down. Here's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football.
Here we go.
Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out,
Here we
maybe
go.
some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On one, ready?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a Vinci type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give Henry another shot. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal. Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. My goodness, 232 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and the Browns are going to have a 1st down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Pushes him over. Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Browns, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the losing continues. They sit now at 3-13 with 1 week still